Modkit. You see that on there. Now if you do a Google search, s.e.r.e, it's the online homemade shop, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now Andy is very fortunate enough to know the guy who is high up in the business as regards to producing the genuine, and yes, genuine military issue knife. Now here is such knife. Okay, now I have done a video on this before. It's an absolute beast, and yes, it's original. Now one of the ways that you can check that it's original is because it's got the crow's foot there, or the broad arrow. Now anyone caught buying or selling stuff with that mark, which is illegally done, to my knowledge, goes to the Tower of London to be dealt with, should we say. Whether or not that's still true, I don't know, but this is England, jolly old blighty, and yes, that is a genuine UK military survival knife, which is what they use in Arctic warfare training. Moreover, the Royal Marines, I think the Paras use them. Lots of military UK troops use these, okay? Now, it's a very cheap, well-made, strong knife. You can pretty much throw it in a toolbox without a sheath, okay? It doesn't have to be kept razor sharp. That's the general consensus. Now this has been modified. The top guard has been removed. You can see where the guard is there. That used to come out there. And the problem is when you're using it, it always got in the way. All right, so that's been removed. There's a great big, I would say a spine choil, for want of a better term, up there. Now the purpose of that was put there for the use with a ferro rod, okay? So you're holding it like this. You've got the guard there, which I believe is important to keep that there because you don't want to slide up and it will open your hand because that is razor sharp. Okay, you hold it there, then you've got your ferro rod in your hand and you can just literally go across there, and that is pure, very accurate 90-degree angle. All right, so that is very sharp. All right, one of the things that I like about the modification, you can see on the top there that the spine has been sharpened at a pure true right angle. Okay, now I'm going to show you later, if I'm lucky enough to find some, if I can find some certain type of wood and bark, it just show you how versatile this spine is for fire preparation. Okay, now I'm going to try battening, shaving and cutting all with this tool. Okay, it's a great bit of kit. If you want, I'll put a link below the video if you want to get yourself one of these. Because they're handmade, they're pretty much custom modifications. You can only do what you can do. Now the demand is getting very high for these. All of the ones that you took to the bushcraft show, sorry, the prepper meet, practically sold out. Right. So if you do want to get one, and yes, he does ship worldwide, from what I understand. Also available is the sheath. Now, whether or not this is the latest sheath, I don't know, but you're going to have to check the link below if I can find it for the shop that these are sold on. Okay. Now, lots of you know that when you get one of these from brand new, the sheath that comes with it is terrible. In fact, it's beyond terrible. It's a joke. I don't know why they bother making them, but this, so far, so good. It really does do the job, as it were. So basically you just look at the profile and think, yep, it's got to go that way. You put it that way, you can tell it's not going to line up, right? So it will only go in one way. Now you just put it in. As a precautionary note, I always hold the spine end, right? Never do the sharp end. It will never go through, but just in case, it's just good practice. You slide it in like this and you just literally clip it on there. It's been really well made. I mean, look, it's just not coming out. You remember the sheaths when they just literally come out? It's not going nowhere, right? So it's secure in there, and if you're that way inclined, a dangler. I've actually had, not this particular make, but I've actually had a dangler come apart on me before, and the knife just fell off and I didn't realise it. So I don't care personally how well made they are. I do not trust danglers. Shoot me, but you know, if you've had an experience like me where your knife has literally just come off because of the dangler, it's very, very hard to trust any other ones after that. So I don't. So I'm going to be wearing mine traditional through that. And yeah, look at that, it's a nice touch. You can tell by the quality there. Oh, you can probably see a bit better close up. There you go. We're just going to go along there and we're just going to prise it in. Bit of a wiggle. Bit of a wiggle. Great knife for this, by the way. It's got a nice broad front belly on it, as it were. It enables you to get right under there and to take the bark off. You know. Tell you what, it's making light work of getting the bark off of this. It's a good tool. Right, here's another little tip to help along the way. Obviously, you know, when we're working with wood, usually we've got the comfort of like a bench, a vice, that sort of thing. And sometimes it's a little bit problematic out here. But just something like a normal tree really helps. Now, what I'll find works really well is if you put the piece you're working with, put your weight on there, and then it enables you to finely hone things. Just keeps it a little bit steady. Okay? Now you can put it anywhere you want. Another tip as well, if you've got something that's dry like this, you can put something, excuse the aircraft, once again, it's ridiculous, I don't know what's going on. But you can put like a ground sheet or a blanket or anything underneath. So of course when you're doing shaving, you can actually use the spine of your knife as well. It's going to fall directly onto your catchment area and you can use that when you're building your fire bundles, etc. But no, I just thought I'd share that because lots of us like to try things out in the woods. We should be okay. Wow, that is some dry log right there. Yeah, can you see the difference? When you use green, you get the power. And can you see the wedge of the knife has absolutely forced it to crack open. Now, like I said, I don't like to put the knife, the sharp point of the tip, right on the edge because you lose this area here to finish off with. So if you keep it level, i.e. not up or down, try and keep your blade level. And it shouldn't take much to knock it through. Now I always make sure at this point that you get an extra hard grip on the handle, okay? And you should have just hit it straight down. There you go. That is how it should be done. There you go, it's a classic example. You can tell how that's just split right down there. You can see, and also probably better on there. Just the shock and the wedge thickness of that steel has made it. Incidentally, another good thing about this knife, can you see that shape there? It's for a good reason, because when you put it into your solar plexus area, your chest, you can roll it like this and it doesn't dig into your ribs. If you've got this on that side, it's just not good, all right? But that, and because it's all rounded, makes it absolutely perfect for this sort of work. So you just put it in the middle of your chest, get a good grip, and you just oppose the action. So you've got the wood and you've got the blade and you do this, okay? There we go, we've done it. That was a bit of luck.